Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I am checking out a band called Afterlife and their new single Bad Habits. I've actually been a fan of Afterlife for a few years now. They put out an album back in 2021 called Part of Me, and when that came out, I mean, that was like right after the time of COVID. You know, we were going back to work, and I remember going to my just god-awful job. Genuinely loved that album. They had a lot of really cool elements. For those that aren't aware of the band Afterlife or aren't familiar with them, you know, a lot of classic metalcore sound. They do a lot of like rap-ish elements into it, rapcore I guess you could call it, but not like so much that it's a bit of a turnoff. I know for some people that kind of style doesn't really do it for them. You know, personally myself, it has to be done right, in my opinion, to incorporate the rap element into music, into metal music especially, in my opinion. You know, for me to genuinely enjoy it and think that it's good. And I think Afterlife toys that balance pretty well. It's not every song they're rapping on. It's not every song that it goes hard. You know, they do throw in some heavy elements. You know, if you were to look at the album Part of Me, I mean, coming out swinging with Wasting Time, and then keeping that energy going with songs like Envy and Misfit Anthem are definitely one of the heavier tracks on the album. But then when you get into the title track, like Part of Me, and then continuing that on into I think it's Miles Away, definitely more on the lighter sound. You know, this is a band that I would highly recommend for people who are fans of bands like I Prevail that have that lighter sound. I think more so like I would say definitely if you're a fan of I Prevail, you would definitely like this band quite a bit. I just genuinely love their album, and kind of forgot about it. Kind of forgot about them, you know, in all honesty. I don't think they've put out any new music since then, and it's been, you know, we're coming up on 5 years, so that's quite some time. And you know, just with life going on, it's hard to keep up with so many different bands. I want to thank the boys in Afterlife for reaching out. Received a message from them on, I think, either Instagram or TikTok, something like that, just asking if I would react to one of their new songs. And yeah, absolutely, man. I'm glad you reached out. Very excited to check it out. So let's not waste any more time and let's just hop right in. Oh, that's very nice. I like that. Oh, okay. Oh, I love when bands do that. Those drums sound so crisp. Very bouncy. Really loving the energy in this track. right, that was Afterlife with their new single, Bad Habits. Very, very fun song. I will say that. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I thought that was a lot of fun. It had a really good energy, a nice bounce, a nice riff, a nice, like, just energy to it that was just a lot of fun. The rap elements, like I said, when they're done well, I do really enjoy it, and I thought they did an excellent job incorporating that into this song. And it didn't sound, to me, sometimes it can sound like cheesy, and it's just like, it doesn't always do it for me. But with this and Afterlife, I think they just do like I said, I think they do a really good job of finding that line and balancing it really well. And when they do rap, like, it fits the song, it fits the energy, it fits the vibe of the sound of the song and of the band, quite frankly, as well. And the chorus was very, very catchy, very had a really good high energy to it. His vocals are really, really nice, and just overall really, really well done. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of these guys, and I almost feel bad for not listening to them in quite some time. I know they've only had the one album previously, so there's not like a whole lot in their discography, but I mean, it's one I think I'm definitely going to revisit, after listening to this. So Afterlife, thank you so much for reaching out and reigniting my love for you guys. I'm definitely going to throw you back in the rotation. Like I said, there's a lot of songs that were on that last album that were very, very nice, and I think are going to fit a lot of people's taste in this kind of music. It's not so heavy that it's going to turn people off that are just not super into the heavy screaming vocals, but it's not too light where the people that do like the heavy stuff are going to be like, that's not heavy, and disregard it. I think it fits very nice. I think it's the song itself, very like classic metalcore structure, just a classic metalcore song. You got the verse to chorus to verse, it kind of repeats, and then back into the chorus again, and then you build up into the breakdown. Was just a classic setup, and that's not to knock the song by any means at all. I think it was very well done, and I think it's going to fit I think it's going to check a lot of boxes for people that are starting to get into this music or have been in it for a while and are just still kind of finding their taste in music, I guess. But I think that's going to appeal to a lot of people, and I think very, very well done. I'm very excited for a future album to come out, if that's what this means. Definitely will keep that in my on my radar for sure. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the song. What do you think of the band? If you like this song, I would definitely go back, check out the album A Part of Me. Songs like Envy, Misfit Anthem are definitely on the heavier side. That's got a lot more energy, that are really going to appeal to a lot of people. But if you like the softer side, then highly recommend the title track Part of Me and Miles Away are two of my favorite songs from that album, for sure. But I mean, the whole album through and through is very well done, and it is very nice, so I'm definitely going to revisit that. Can't thank you guys enough. Thank you again for reaching out. Let me know what you guys thought of the song. Let me know what you thought of the band. Go ahead, leave a like, leave a comment. Let's talk about it, and feel free to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.